G'day world, Chris Hogan coming to you live from the Vinnies CEO Sleepout. Whoa, this could be the last one.
Okay. It's getting late.
I'm here with Alfred Slogrove from Study Gold Coast. How are you, Alfred?
Hey mate, how are you? Yeah, good, good.
Funny thing is, Alfred and I feel like we know each other, but we've actually never met until tonight. Alfred, Study Gold Coast finally sees some students back on the Gold Coast after 2 years of none.
None, yeah.
How's that changed things for you?
Yeah, 157 days open now to the world, and we've seen 2,500 students join us here on the Gold Coast, and it's great to see their smiling faces and just their excitement to be here is just phenomenal. So yeah, great to be back and open and doing what we love, promoting the Gold Coast.
Amazing, amazing. Mate, what year is this for you for the CEO Sleepout?
So this is my third year. I did one a couple of years back, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And then for a couple of years I was overseas promoting the Gold Coast in China and India and a couple other places. And I got the opportunity during COVID to join because I was obviously here, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just the camaraderie and the people get together and raise money for a great cause. And it really is building a team of people that really care. And that's something that I'm passionate about. So good to be here and good to be back.
Yep. Is Study Gold Coast here as a team this evening?
Yes. This year we actually have a couple of our senior executives, and we've got a couple of people that were out with the flu.
Oh,
sorry.
Feel like
sorry. This year we've got a couple of our senior executives and a couple of graduate students actually that were Mayor's Student Ambassadors in 2018. So they're still part of the Study Gold Coast family, and we still stay connected. So they're now working as accountants, and they reached out, said, we saw you doing the CEO Sleepout, can we come along? And yeah, they're here and they're loving it. First one for them. So
yeah, great. So team building exercise for a great cause. How has it touched you or your team in particular, this particular cause this year or previous years?
Yeah, look, it's one of these events where you come and you meet a few people that are passionate about it, and they tell you about the stories, and you listen to some of the stories this evening that some of the homeless people were talking about, and the way the cause actually impacts their lives for the better. And once you hear a few of those stories and you get passionate about the cause, you're hooked, right? And you can't not be involved. So apart from the mateship and the camaraderie, the good that you're doing is addictive. So you just keep coming back and you just keep doing what you can.
There's adrenaline rush associated with it.
Exactly.
It could have been the coffee, it could have been the chocolates. But after some of those stories, there was a request to go and purchase raffle tickets.
Yeah.
And I didn't see a spare seat. Like, I didn't see, a full seat. Everyone was up out of their seats, lined up.
Yep, absolutely. I wasn't successful with the raffle, by the way.
No.
I hope you were.
No, it's not about being successful, mate. Much to my wife's disappointment, but we won't be going on any of those prized holidays or things like that as part of the raffle, which, thank you to those people that actually do put up those prizes.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, it attracted, tens of thousands of dollars in extra donations through auctions and raffle ticket purchases.
And look, I mean, those prizes are great, and for the individuals that donate those prizes, it's amazing that they go to that length. But just to be here with people like Village Roadshow and Clark Kirby and yourself, leaders in particular industries that you otherwise wouldn't be connected to and wouldn't be able to talk to, just being able to be here and know who they are and be able to speak to them and sit down and have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever's happening at the time. Even the raffles, I was standing next to a couple of city leaders, some of our councillors that are here, and during the raffles they were saying, it's good to just see people in a different light. You're not in a suit, you're not in business attire, you're not talking business, you're talking about doing something good for local people. And that makes a huge difference in just our friendship and our every day-to-day business life, because you can talk to them about things other than business, which is great.
And we've all come together on a passionate cause that we all have in common.
Absolutely.
And clearly we have values in common too. One of those being charitable values, if it's just that. But Donna tonight, who's had a rough life, you know, bringing up kids, you know, she's still afraid of the dark at 54. She's slept in tents that have been, you know, flooded out. She's, you know, had to move into rentals. Then that rental's been sold, and she's had to move back into a tent again, into a car that she can't wind down the windows on because, you know, it might not be able to wind them back up again because if it rains. And what she was saying about bringing up her kids and saying, I just want my kids to be respectful. And it's like,
yeah, it takes a huge amount of courage to be able to get up there and talk about your life journey, even if you had a great life journey. You know, for her, Donna was talking about some of the things that she went through and some of the things she had to face. I take my hat off for her just being here tonight and just fronting it. You know, in front of a room full of business leaders and business people, mustn't be easy, right? So my hat's off to her. And a huge thank you goes out to everybody that's involved with the cause outside of the fundraising event. You know, the people that show up every day or every second day or once a week to donate their time is phenomenal, because not all of us have that sort of time, but taking a night out once a year, if we can make a difference, that's brilliant. You know, that's what we want to do, and that's why I'm passionate about it, and many other people here are passionate about it, just because they know they haven't got the time every week, but once a year it's worth the effort that goes into it. So
anybody out there you would like to thank for their support, in particular for their donations, or just general words of support?
Yeah, absolutely. This year we were extremely lucky at Study Gold Coast. The Busy group, Busy at Work, so Paul Miles and his team came out strong and supported us really, really well, and he usually does it. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here this year, but a huge thank you to the Busy group, and all the team at Study Gold Coast rallied together and supported us, and yeah, everyone else that donated to our team and everyone else that's here that have gone out of their way to generate such a great outcome. Yeah, hats off to everybody, and thank you to everybody that's made a huge effort.
And to those thinking of doing it next year, what would you say?
I'd say you have to do it, you know, even if you do it once, just to try it out, and you'll be surprised at the adrenaline and a bit of competitive nature comes out in it. You know, you want to beat your score or whatever you raised last year, or you want to do a little bit more the following year. And just come along, just give it a go. You'll meet some new people, make some friends, maybe even come on a live podcast with yourself and get put on the spot. But that's what I'd say to people that are feeling like this is outside of their comfort zone. It's actually really quite enjoyable. You know, it's not that confronting. It's you're all doing the same thing. You're all sleeping on a bit of cardboard on the concrete, but you get together and you do it together, and it makes it a whole bunch easier. So, yeah, thank you, Chris.
No, thank you, Alfred. Thank you to Study Gold Coast. Thank you to Vinnies CEO Sleepout. Thank you to Seabus Stadium. Thank you to everybody that has spoken tonight. Village Roadshow, Titans. Just hats off to you all. Thank you for watching. Vinnies CEO Sleepout live from the Gold Coast.